Hello, my name is Jamie and welcome to this quick tip. Today we're going to take a look at using a custom property to drive the shape key for animation. And the reason I'm going to do this is because it's a lot easier to have the sliders for the shape keys in the properties sidebar than it is to have them in the actual shape key menu. It's very helpful when you're animating to have everything just available to you at the click of an N button, and then you can bring up the properties in the sidebar here. So what we'll first do is quickly create a shape key. I'll just, with the cube selected, go to your object data and hit plus twice in the shape keys menu, and we will, with the key 1 selected, tab into edit mode, select the vertices and just change the mesh a little bit, just so that there's a change that can be easily seen. I'll tab out of edit mode and I can just double check that slider works, which is good. And we'll right click and go to add driver, as we're going to be driving this with a custom property, which will be in the object panel. So we'll just scroll all the way down to custom properties and hit add. So now we've got a custom property here, and I'm going to right click on that and copy the data path. Now I'll open up a graph editor here, and you can always just left click and drag on the little triangle corner bits to create new windows. And then we'll go to the driver mode and open up this key value here, and then we can just hit the N key to open up the properties and make sure you've got the correct one selected. And we want to change the type to averaged value, and then we want to change this to a single property, and the object is the cube, and we can just Control V to paste in that data path. And now you'll notice that's changed, so we know things are working. We can see that that's working properly in the menu down here. So we'll get rid of the graph editor for now because we don't need to use that anymore. And if we hit N, we can open up the properties here. I'll just close all these other things so there's no other stuff in the way, and you'll notice that whilst it does work, we get a the slider goes way above 0 and way below 0 and way above 1. So we can fix that, I've found, by going to edit, setting this to 0.0 and then just typing 1.0 in the max value here, and maybe be even 0.0 just in here. And it might seem redundant to retype those values, but for me this fixes the slider. So you can see here, when I click and drag, it never goes above or below 0 and 1. So that's how you add in a custom property slider. The only thing to remember is make sure you add in the custom property in the object menu, otherwise it won't appear in this properties sidebar, because there is the ability to add one in here, but that it doesn't work in the sidebar, as I've found out through testing. So hopefully you learned what you needed to learn from this quick tip, and I'll see you next time.